Hey guys, Abboud here with Cash Now, a locally owned company that buys and sells real estate. We're Better Business Bureau accredited. But I want to explain, this video is to explain to you the differences of selling conventional, with a real estate agent versus selling your home for cash. A lot of people don't really understand the process. So I wanted to explain some highlights and keys to this for you. So let's say, I'll give you some examples. Let's say you have a property that's in rundown condition that needs some major renovations, right? That particular property may be a good fit for a cash for homes like myself. The reason for that is because if you put on the open market, you're not going to be able to get most companies or most lenders out there to actually finance that property based on the condition it's in. Most buyers are buying FHA or USDA if it's eligible, and that being the case, they have their guidelines that they put in place. It has to have the good roof and no peeling paint and the handrails and no structural damage and all the mechanics have to work, and it's got to be a decent home that has to meet the guidelines, right? So if you have that property that's run down, that's maybe vacant, or maybe it's occupied and run down, cash for homes is a good way for you to sell your property. But the next step is, how do you get them to give you the right number, right? Well, you have to look at it and say, okay, I'm going to sell my home for cash. It doesn't fit the format of a real estate agent's typical sale, right? I'm going to sell my home. I need to be fair to everyone involved in the party, right? So I try to work with the seller to see what they want first. Then I try to work my number in reverse. Okay, what can I retail for? How much I got to put into it? How much profit do I want to make? And then what do I got to pay for it, right? Those things all come into play when you're selling for cash for homes. It's a very important part of the process. No one's buying homes, don't let anyone tell you this, no one's buying homes for cash to make no profit, okay? No one's doing that. We're all buying homes for cash to make a profit. And that's important for you to understand that as a seller. When you guys call these wholesalers that have no office and no background and no credibility, they don't really have the cash to buy your home. And I get more calls like this where wholesalers tie their property up and then they get a bad taste for guys that actually buy homes for cash. So here's some key things. When you're looking at talking to someone that actually buys homes for cash and works with sellers direct, ask the questions. How long have you been in business? Are you a Better Business Bureau accredited? Do you have a website? Do you have social media? Do you have any references, right? How can we come to an agreeable price? What price are you looking to get? Have that number in mind a while. Then let the person that's coming out to buy, hopefully it's us, and let us work our numbers and see if we can make the numbers work. Because if we can make the numbers work, we're going to buy it. If we can't make the numbers work, we're not going to buy it, but we're still going to offer you a solution through other venues, okay? But cash for homes typically doesn't bring you retail dollars. It brings you under market so that the buyer can do the improvements to turn it for a value of a profit. Okay, so keep that in mind. Buying it a little under market, renovating it effectively, reselling it for a profit. Anyone that does cash for homes is doing it for a profit. They're not doing it for free. All right. Now, this is only if you have a property. You don't want to wait to sell with a realtor. You don't want to have a million showings, right? You just want to sell the property and sell it as is and sell it for cash. Then give us a call. We'll pay all cash, no fees, no commissions, and we'll do it on your timeline. Now, keep in mind, when it's cash, it's actually cash. We have the money in our bank. We're going to buy the property off you. We're going to do what we say. We're not a wholesaler. We're a Better Business Bureau accredited. We are a real home buyer located here in York County, Pennsylvania. We buy in York, Adams, Franklin, pretty much any county in the state of Pennsylvania. If you have a property looking to sell, maybe it's an estate, maybe it's a vacant property, maybe you have an unwanted tenant there, no problem, call us, we'll buy it and we'll work through the tenant problems. Maybe it's in major disarray, has a lot of trash in it, you had a fire, you had a roof blow off, you have water problems, mold problems. Pick up the phone, give us a call, toll free, 1-888-811-9675. We'll take a look at it. Here's the best part about cash for homes. Ready? We come out, we look at it, we assess it with you, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's a total free, no obligation visit, and we give you the best number that we possibly can, factoring in a profit. Most people will not talk about that, but I will. So I'm Ray Abboud with Cash Now. I've been in business, again, 22 years, Better Business Bureau accredited. I hope you give us a reach out. Hopefully I give you a little explanation on how the difference is between retail and selling for cash. Thank you very much.